Oh, thank you. Whatever the health challenges are, start the individual on Hemoheme. Hemoheme is the only product that we have in the entire website, whether it's the US site or the Korean site, that will, when you put it in your body, it is going to address the root cause of your problems. Even the ones on the Korean site that it's great to lower the blood pressure or the blood sugar, it's not addressing the root cause per se, because you want a product that is going to detox the body, that is going to go in, cause you to purify your blood, move your colon, empty the colon, because guys, 80% of your immune system is in your colon. And guess what they said? Most Americans are walking around with lots of feces inside of them. That's why they said death starts in the colon. So if you're eating 2, 3, 4 meals a day, some people eat 6 meals a day, constantly eating, and you're only going to the bathroom 1 time for the day, you're already in trouble. Your colon is not emptying. You're supposed to eat after a meal. If you notice in nature, when the animals eat, they go to the bathroom. Our system works the exact same way. You're supposed to eat, the body takes what it needs from that, and the rest you pass it out. So guys, if you're only going once a day, you're already in trouble. So this is the only product on the entire website, US and the Korean site, when it comes back up, that is going to do that for your body. So remember that. Everything else, they will lower the pressure, they will lower the blood sugar, but it's not addressing the root cause of the problem. And this is why I always say Hemoheme. If you want to add the others, great, but you must address the root cause for your body to then take over and heal itself, because it's fearfully and wonderfully made by God to do that. We just need to remove the corruption and give it what it needs so it can go forth and do its job. So whether it's cancer, and all cancers, the same, is just where it pops up in the body. So it doesn't matter what the health challenges are. Remember, it does not matter. Start them on Hemoheme, because it is going to address the root cause of the problem. And then this is what I want to say. People go, how long do I have to take this product for? How long did it take you to get to this place? How long were you on prescription drugs? And then they get introduced to Hemoheme and they want overnight success. Natural products does not work like that. It takes time, because your body takes time to heal. And remember, this product is just enabling the body to do what it was created to do. So we cannot speed up the healing process of our bodies. Only God can do that. So as your cells regenerate, cellular regeneration, healthier and healthier cells come forth every time. And help your body also by going to bed on time, because if you're constantly missing that time frame at night when your body is working and replenishing and doing all that it needs to do, and you're up until midnight or 1 or 2 in the morning, you've already missed out on all that work that the body needs to do. So it is better to go to bed early and wake up early. You can do the same amount of work, because a lot of people say, oh, I have to stay up late. So what time do you go to bed? Midnight. So if you reverse that and you go to bed at 10 and you wake up at 4 or 5, you're still able to get that work done that you would have stayed up until midnight doing. You just get up earlier. So just flip the scale on what you're doing. You can get that same work done, because there's no way you're going to be calling people at midnight or 11 o'clock at night. So you can wake up early and do the same thing, but your body would have been able to do that repair and allow the healing process to happen. So I just wanted to put that in there. So remember, hemoheme, hemoheme, hemoheme. So let's go back up. And sometimes, guys, I don't know what to present. That's why I need feedback, because we're going over the same things over and over and over. So it would be good if you guys would raise your hand sometime and say, can you cover this product or this product? What product would you like to know about? All right, let's touch on the omega, since the gentleman talked about heart problems. I met a young lady, well, I've known her a while, go to my church, and she has heart conditions. So I asked her, did you ever take omega? She's like, no, why do I need it? And I said to her, well, you have a heart problem. You've not taken omega. Omega helps to protect your heart. It's going to help to protect the blockage and all those. It's great for your heart. Where's my book? I forgot. Today, I'm just not 100%. But anyway, so this is a great product for your heart health. It's also great for your eyes. It does wonders for the body. So if you're not on this product, this is one of the products that everyone should be taking. Aside, so we do hemoheme, vitamin C. Let's go to the staple products. So there's hemoheme, probiotics, vitamin C, omega. I say do milk thistle at least once or twice a year for your liver. You want to keep that liver healthy, because more and more individuals are being taken out by liver disease right now. People are getting fatty liver disease because of the unhealthy food they're eating fast food that's loaded, that's cooked in those industrial oil. So let's go canola oil, and all those canola oil was made for industrial purposes. So if you have it in your home, please throw it out. Don't use it. That's aging you, rusting you from the inside out. So cook with healthier oils. We do have avocado oil on this website. Then we have the D3. You can also incorporate the noni if funds are not an issue. B complex, spirulina, as Miss Maria always said, don't forget the spirulina, guys. This is great. Let's click on spirulina. Let's highlight it, because we don't talk about spirulina as much. And it is considered, I guess at this point, the top superfood that everyone's speaking about. And as it shows here, even NASA uses it as a dietary supplement for the astronaut while they're out in space. Because while they're out in space for 6 months or whatever, they cannot get all these great food that, well, what we have here, the fruits and veggies and all that. But this is packed full of nutrients. As it says here, spirulina is an excellent source of protein, a high concentration of 60 to 70%. So this goes against everything they tell you, that if you're a vegetarian, there's no way you're going to be able to get all the protein you need because you're not eating meat. It's not true. God gave us all the nutrients we need in the fruits and the veggies. You don't have to eat meat to get it. Now, if you're a meat eater, that's okay, but that's not true that you need to have meat to get that protein, as it shows here. And now let's show why it is a superfood. Also, I wanted to highlight this, 95% digestive absorbent rate. So it's great absorbed in the body. 18 types of amino acid, 15 types of fatty acid, 13 types of minerals, 12 types of vitamins. And as you can see here, all these wonderful vitamins that your body needs, and 5 types of antioxidant. So it's packed full of all the things your body needs. Look at it here. So great supplement to be incorporated in your diet. Like if you're making a smoothie, you can pour it in there and you can pop these capsules open and put it in your smoothie. It is also better to buy them encapsulated like this than to get those large containers of powder. Because guess what, guys? Most of the powder supplement that you purchase have fillers in them. And not to mention, you're buying these huge containers, and every time you open these containers to scoop out, oxidation is happening. So by the time you get halfway through, the property is gone because it oxidized out because of air going in. You open it, it's half empty. Guess what? That empty space is going to be filled with air when you close it because you can't suction it out. So the whole thing is being oxidized. So I like the fact that these are like that. It's locked in. So you just pop it open and pour it in. So that's it for spirulina there. And it is anything that's green is going to detox the body. Go ahead, Miss Winnie.
Thank you very much. So, who the person we should recommend spirulina, please? In which
Anyone,
case?
anyone can take spirulina.
I mean, any type of disease.
Well, if someone has any type of sickness, I would incorporate it in there because the body needs it. If you're sick, you need, look at all the benefits they get from it here. You're getting the selenium, chromin, copper, potassium, zinc, folic acid here. And most of us, especially they say if you live in the South, you're deficient in selenium. So you're getting it here, you're getting your iron, your calcium, you're getting all these that the body needs to keep you healthy. And a lot of times people have so many deficiencies, it brings on health challenges, especially women after that menopausal age. When they start going through menopause, having those serious menopausal symptoms, it's just deficiency in the body. So just start supplementing, giving the body what it needs, and all these challenges go away. If you notice athletes that are serious workers, they do a lot of spirulina because it helps to build protein. Like for the elderly, they lose a lot of muscle. As they get older, the flab comes in, the muscle mass goes away. That's also great for them to incorporate. So it's going to help with that protein.
And Mabala, that is the one supplement that NASA sends the astronauts into space with.
Mm-hmm.
Then they have to be up there for months and months at a time.
So just based on that alone, guys, we all need it because the reason why they send them off with that is to keep them healthy because of all the nutrients that you get from this supplement. That is why it is called a superfood, because basically it's covering almost everything that your body needs. That is why all the superfoods, that's basically why. And this is like the major superfood. Like I said it, and Maria is stressing it again. That is why they send them off with this supplement. So it should be added to your diet, especially as we become older as well. Because as we become older, our bodies need more because it's producing less and less of what it would, when we're young, we have all that energy, we wake up energized, we can do anything, we feel we can do anything. And as you get older, you're slowing, your body's slowing down, things are going away. So we need to put things back into the body. And as you supplement, and not all supplements are equal. So as you put these products, I know the products on this website work for myself, for the people I share it with. They always come back, oh, I feel the difference. Oh my gosh, I have more energy. I can do this and I can do that. So as we give the body what it needs, you will feel the difference. people are saying, oh, some people are saying, oh, my hair was coming out gray. Now it has a silver tint to it. That's a difference how the gray hair, how it comes in when you transition from black. If it's white and dry, that's a major deficiency. But if it's coming in with silver and it's nice and shiny, that's healthier. So there's so many different things. People will talk about their nails changing, the lines, or if you pay attention to your nails, you can also tell where your health is, depending on if it's lines or if it's sunken in. There's so many different variations. You can go online and look it up. Just ask what is it called again, Maria? The different changes in your nails, I guess, and it will tell you if it's a liver problem or if it's a this. You'd be amazed what your nails can tell you.
And show you if you have any deficiencies and what kind they are, and once you know that, you can go ahead and supplement. But spirulina is excellent because it's so comprehensive, and you're making your body alkaline. It's alkalizing your body.
Yeah. Anything that is green is alkalizing. So yes. And that's the word I was trying to remember, comprehensive. So guys, add it to your lineup. You cannot go wrong with that, because it's the world's superfood. So I just wanted to touch on that. So everyone needs it, especially, everything is after 45. We really need to start supplementing. And so many people do not see the benefits of supplementing until it's too late. They'll say, oh, getting all these products are so expensive. But I always said, compared to what? Because the saying goes, you're either going to spend it now or spend it later. And when you're spending it later, you're going to spend a lot more than what you're spending now to maintain that good health that you have. Don't wait for something to happen before you start supplementing. Because at that point, your body's so depleted, you're going to have to go through all that uphill battle to get back to where you were in your 20s and 30s. So if you have good health now, put the supplement in to keep it that way, because it will not be that way forever if you're not putting things in to keep that body going. It's like a car or anything else that you buy. If you're not maintaining it, what happens after a while? Your battery's going to run down, your transmission is going to go down, everything goes down. So, but if you're doing the transmission flush, you're doing all this radiator flush and all that, the car is going to function where it's supposed to. But if you don't, same thing happens, just like our bodies. So why do we spend all that money to service our cars? We take it in and they tell you, take it to the dealer and they say, oh, this is wrong, you need to do this. And you write that check or you give your credit card and you take care of it, because you need that car to get you from point A to point B. So why are we not thinking that we need this body to get us from point A to point B? Because I go in a lot of homes and I'm telling you guys, I see people in their 40s, some in their 30s, and the health challenge they're having, they can't walk properly, they can't do much. It's a shame. So why not put the funds in maintaining this body the same way you service your car or anything else that you have to service? It's the same way we have to service this body. If we don't put things in, it's going to run out after a while. So invest in your health, because there's no do-over in this lifetime. I don't care how many people say I'm coming back in the afterlife as this or that. There's no afterlife. And once it's gone, it's gone. Sometimes some people get to the point, and by the time they make the decision, like Steve Jobs, by the time he decided to go natural, there was nothing left in his body for the natural product to repair. He was too far gone. Sometimes you're just too far gone for anything to bring you back. So, go ahead.
Novelette.
I was going to say, Novelette, I like the analogy you use of the radiator flush,
Mhm.
you know, because when they flush your radiator, that's to prevent and remove any debris, contaminants, and things that might be in your car that would stop it from running the way it needs to. You know, it's going to remove that rust and dirt and stuff like that. And the same thing when we get a wellness check, we get our blood work done so we can detect any signs of anything that might be going to be a problem in our health. So I love that analogy. And the fact that we have these supplements are really going to make sure that our bodies are running optimally. That means at its top best. So that's what we want to do. I love that analogy. Great analogy.
Thanks. Go ahead, Miss Tammy.
Hi, how are you? Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Can you touch on the noni juice? Because I was there when the gentleman who did the noni juice, and
Mm-hmm.
he was talking about how powerful this noni juice is.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have noni juice with another company that I'm not going to mention, and I like this noni juice better because it has coconut in it. And I don't know if anybody knows the power of coconut. So can you touch a little on the noni juice?
Okay, let me see if I can send.
Marie was there as well too, because I think that's the last time I saw Marie. Marie, you was there when the
Right,
gentleman
right.
was there, right?
Dr. M. Jum La, his lecture.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes, it
And
was
he
amazing.
remember he had the lumps and all of that in his body from when he was in college, and he was saying how expensive it was, and he actually created the formula for this noni juice.
He
Mm-hmm.
did. He certainly did. Yeah, he had liver disease. If I'm thinking right, Tammy, liver disease ran in his family, but he didn't really think he would get it. So while he was in college, you know, sometimes when college students, they just do crazy stuff, and he would drink all the time. And so
Mm-hmm.
he realized that it destroyed his liver, and they gave him a few months to live. He got that bad, and
Mm.
but he was determined that he wasn't going to die, and so he began to research, and he researched, and he developed the noni juice, and he was able to live. And so from that point on, he became a crusader for noni juice. And so now,
Mm-hmm.
of course, he's with Atomy, and he travels around talking about the
Mm-hmm.
benefits of noni juice. And his liver, he said he really still shouldn't be here because even though it saved his life, the noni juice, he still he still has inflammation. His liver is not the way it's supposed to be, but it's a miracle that he's here because of the noni juice. So he was
And he
talking
said,
about that.
he said at the end, because once the conference and everything was over, we're not supposed to share it, but I don't even remember all the things, but he put up that chart, that what is it called, the periodontal chart, with all the different formulas and stuff. And he was saying that if you do noni juice and the hemo him, that's like a powerhouse. He said you will live longer. He said, I don't know about living forever, but you will live longer, but your cells will be rejuvenating because you have to put nutrients and minerals in your body to keep those healthy cells. That's what it's really all about.
Yep.
Yeah, he was really. It was honestly, that was one of the best presentations that I ever saw, especially
Wow.
on noni juice, because he was saying that noni juice will grow your hair. He said you could use it on your skin, and it has like what's it called, prozeronine in it, um, that activates your serotonin. He went in really deep on it. He said he was talking about how good it is for anti-aging, and how it fights cancer and fights diabetes. And he really went in deep on it, so it's really good. And now we have the little package too now, right, Novelette?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. We have the little, you can get them in the little packet. Oh, and he was saying it was good for your blood pressure too, because it has that nitric oxide in there.
Yeah. Great one, Tammy. Thank you for bringing that up.
I'm gonna order 4 bottles. I think in the back office they still have the promotion. I think that's like a running promotion all the time when everything else is swapped out. I'm gonna get 4 bottles because I could go through 1 bottle in 1 day because I drink it like juice. Every minute I'm drinking it, I'm drinking it. You can't overdose on it because it's juice. And you know, when I went back home to Barbados, they actually grow that fruit. It stinks though. If y'all could
Yes,
imagine,
it does.
I'm sure in Novelette, you're from Jamaica,
Oh, we never
and
eat
I'm
that stuff.
sure that stuff stinks. You guys
Awful.
will be surprised. I mean, you could still smell it a little bit, but because of the way they do what they do to it, and like he said, he put that coconut in there. Oh my gosh, we in heaven because I know the benefits of coconut. I don't know if anybody want to talk about coconut, but the benefits of coconut is amazing. So I'm gonna let you profound on this noni juice because
Great.
they could order more.
I was really trying to load the presentation because I got the presentation from Mr. Green. And I'm trying to compare it to my email, but it would have to be another day because I guess because there's so much packed into that presentation, it's taking a long time to load to my email. It still say it's working on it. But yes, great topic. Oh, where?
Miss Novelette,
Mm-hmm.
you know, while you guys were talking, I was really listening attentively. And I was thinking, because sometimes when you give people advice and tell them about these things, it's like they don't listen. Because I'm speaking specifically about my daughter. I ordered some stuff for her. She lives in Missouri. And every time when I called and asked her, she made use of the Mommy. So what does she say? She's shutting me up. Every time I called, did you use those things? Mommy? I say, okay. Should I order some more? No, I don't need anything. So, okay. What more can I do? She's not the only one. I was talking to a lady last night and she said she was in agreement with toxic this and that. But at the same time, she said she'll go to the supermarket and she buys this and buy that and she made her own cocktail. I say, oh my God, but isn't the same thing that she's using to make whatever she's making? I spoke to a friend of mine again. We were talking about Kentucky Fried Chicken and the oil and what have you. He said, but if they throw away the oil, if they don't use the oil, they won't make any money. I said, what about you? You're thinking about them. What about you? So these are some of the responses that I get out there. So
Don't
they're
focus
not
on
think.
that, Miss. Listen, Miss Sylvia.
Yes,
Focus
I'm
on the
just saying
negative.
that, but
Yeah, but
it
listen,
makes eh,
you're going to come across more negative than positive. Remember the book. You should buy the book, Go for No, and read it. Because what they tell you in there is you're going to go through 100 no's to get 1 yeses.
it's
That's
true.
basically what he's telling you. So if you start to put that in your head that most people are going to say no, you just want to get the gem. In the batch of 100, you want to get that gem. And
Yeah.
that's what your focus is on.
No, I am not going to allow them to stop me, but I'm just saying
yeah,
how
but
people react. I
yeah,
just say it, but I'm not going to let them stand in my way. Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is don't even think about it. Only talk about the positive, because the saying goes, what we talk about is what we get more of. So don't even think about those people. Just say next, next, and keep going. Because that's what it's all about. Most people are going to say no when you share something with them. But you stay focused on the positive and find the ones that say, oh yes, I've been looking for something like this. That's what I want. And it washes out that 50 or 60 or 100 no's, because you found that one gem in it. So just keep going and just keep sharing. The more people you share it is, unfortunately, that's how it is. And I used to get very, I used to feel everybody needs this. Oh my gosh, you have health problems. You need this. Now I'm at the place where God, just let me connect with the people that want what I have. Don't even waste my time with those. Because you also come across those people that want all this information. They want all the information and you give it to them. They do nothing. I have learned that people that ask for the most information never move forward.
That is true.
So you just want those that say, yes, I want it. And just keep it going. Keep it positive. Keep it going.
Right. And I want to encourage everyone to keep on building. God has given us the blueprint. We're not going to wait on the permission of those people who don't want to move ahead or who don't want to be healthy. We don't need anyone's permission to build from the blueprint that we've been given. So we're going to keep on building. You build, God puts something in your lap, take it and run with it. Take the vision and run with it. Build, build, build. Don't let anybody stop you. Forget about the Tobiases. What's the other guy's name? And the Sanballats, right? They're going to come. They're going to come to block. Say, hey, why are you building up there? Come down. Come down. Stop it. But no, you're going to keep going. You just say, never mind you. I'm building. I'm going somewhere. I'm building something that's going to outlast me. Even if your family seems to reject it, you just keep on building, because when they see that structure coming up around you, they're going to say, oh, wow, Mom had the right idea. Dad had the right idea. Let's go help build now, because a lot of times they won't come and help you until they see your progress. Now, here they come. Everybody wants, but hey, no, you've got to build your own. I'll show you how to do it. So, keep on building, build with authority, build with power, strategize how you're going to do it, stick to it, don't give up, keep moving forward.
That's it.
Thanks for your advice. But as I said, I'm not going to allow them to stand in my way. I'm just saying.
That's right, Miss Sylvie.
Yeah,
they cannot stand in your way because you're going somewhere.
Yeah, I don't I just talk to them, and they realize what they stand for. So that's it.
And unfortunately, Miss Sylvia, the people are the ones that disappoint you the most.
Miss Navlet, tell me about it. Tell me about it.
99.9% of my customers are strangers.
Yes, that's true. I agree with you.
Okay, can I ask a question? Because I'm trying to understand what's exactly going on.
Okay, is this Belinda? Is this Miss
Yeah, this is
Belinda?
Belinda. Yeah, Belinda. Hi, everybody. Again, I already spoke earlier. Sylvia, is that correct? So
Yes.
if I'm not understanding, I want to make sure I understand what you said the situation was. So the issue is all right, so your daughter has the product, but she's not doing it, correct?
That's the impression I've got, because she lives in Missouri. And I'm
so
here.
most of the people that you're giving it, most people who has the product are not using the product. Is that was the concern?
Not at all. They have them, but my daughter, I know she has, because I've sent it to her. But the others are people who I talk with.
And are they not purchasing the product?
No, they're not. But it's okay.
What result do you want to achieve from it? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What result do you want to achieve?
Okay. Specifically, this lady, one of these ladies, she always complains about pain and so on and so forth. So I told her about the Imohim and so on. And then I got my upline to talk with her. As a matter of fact, he did twice.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I would have wanted her to get rid of her pain, right? But she doesn't. Let me tell you something. The last time when I spoke with her, my upline spoke with her, she called me. She said, I think the name of this thing is Intex or something like that. I don't remember, but it is made in Japan and what have you. Which she told me about it before, and then we talked afterwards. She decided that she was going to buy some of the products.
Okay,
She
so
still asks me about this Intex, so I just forget the whole thing.
did she buy any product? That's what I need.
No, she hasn't bought
Okay.
anything.
This is where, okay, I want you to understand this. All right, first, let me tell you this. People buy, there are 3 types of people you're going to talk to, okay?
Yes.
One is going to be that everybody falls into one of these 3 categories. You got to figure out which one they are, okay? So I want to, first, they're going to either be a referral, okay? They're going to be a customer, or they're going to be a business partner. That's the only thing they're going to be. Everybody you talk to is either going to be a referral, a customer, or a business partner. Most people are referrals. What that means are there are people that's going to lead you to somebody else, okay? There are people that's going to lead you to somebody else. It doesn't matter if they're a family member or whatever else, okay?
I'm trying to decline the call on it now.
There are people that's going to lead you to somebody else, okay? Now, that's one. 2, there is a buying process with everybody, okay? Don't matter if they need it, there is always a buying process. Most people buy on the 7th time. Okay. So it's not strange they don't listen to you. That's normal. Sometimes they have a temperature that they must be at before they buy from you. So there's a book that Pastor Stroger told us to read. It's called Go for the No. Get it, read it.
I just shared that with her.
Yeah, go for the no. All right, so the thing about it, no is not no. No mean not now, or I'm not ready. So it's like us. When we go to the store, we buy something when we're what? Ready for it, right? Even though they seem like they may be, they may not, like they don't want it. We never throw anyway. You build a contact list of people, right? And some people you keep putting in beside. Why? Because they're not aware of truth. So what you got to do is raise the awareness. You make them aware of it, because at some point they're going to need it. It's not so much as we want to, of course, we want everybody to buy, but the truth be told, everybody's not going to buy. Okay. So if you raise awareness to them, when they're ready for it, they will buy. Okay. So some people, you just keep them in that information form where you're going to keep, you put them on like a check. Maybe I might start with somebody. Let's say I will proposition them, right? I proposition them, and then I'm going to check back with them. If I feel like you're a warm person, I'm going to check back with you within 24 hours. That's mandatory with me. So in 24 hours, if you don't buy from me when I check back with you, okay, I put you on a 7-day, 2-week, and then 2 months, 3 months. Then when I check with you normally about 6 months down the line, you buy. Okay. That's the process of where they're at. Why? Because when we approach people, they're not ready for what we have. We're interrupting them with something, okay? So I might not be ready for this. And plus, sometimes a lot of people, I don't know if you ever heard this, some people tell you, I need to check with my doctor. Why? Because that means that they're not certain of what you say. It doesn't mean that they don't want it. They're not sold, okay? So because they have to go through the buying process. And the next thing I want to share with you is this. When you talk to somebody, well, let me say this first. Everybody is not your client, okay? Now, I know what you've been taught, because I've been taught the same thing too. But I'm going to tell you, you have a perfect client. You must know your target, okay? Know the person that you're targeting. So that person is who you sell to. You sell to everybody, you sell to no one. Okay. You're looking for a type of person to buy from you. You have to, after you have sold enough people, you learn who that type of person is over time. Like this, I know this type of person buys from me because you've sold a lot of people. But if you're just starting out, you don't know who that is. So you have to pick a type of person that you want to target. Most people, what we do when we first come into this business is we target our warm market. Okay. And if you do it that way, you're going to go through a lot of no's, and there's nothing wrong with it doing it that way. Okay, it's nothing wrong with it. You're just going to go through a lot of, you're going to flood through a lot of people because you're looking for a certain type of person that's going to say yes. Okay, now there's nothing wrong with that. If you sell that way, okay. If that works for you, okay. For me, this is what I do. Nobody buys from you unless they like you. Number one. So I got to first of all build a relationship with you. Okay. Now it seems like you know, if you're dealing with your warm market already, those are people that's warm, that they already have a relationship with you, but it's not you. They don't know, you're not the expert. They don't know you as this, they don't know you as a person that's a health coach, or you know, so they're not confident in what you say. Okay, so you're going to still go through if you do it that way, you're still going to go through a lot of no's. However, if you're building a relationship with somebody, people will buy from you because they know, like, and trust you. They will buy from you. Now, the thing is, when you sell to a person, you have to sell to their need. They have to need what you want. Now, it seems like everybody don't, just like that lady you talked about, she's in pain, right? But to her, she don't need that. So here's what I always do. I always do this thing. It's called sell the problem, not the solution. Okay. I never sell, because most of the time, if you sell the solution, they're not going to buy it. So if I get you to come to realize that you need something, you're going to buy it. So here's the thing: when I'm talking to a person, and I'm getting ready to deal with them on any way with their health. Sometimes we do an assessment, whatever. I have to locate where that person is. Okay, how I locate with them is I ask questions. Once they're gonna tell me what they need. I'm only going to give them what they need. For example, I called someone on the phone. My last person I sold to, I called to them on the phone. She had issues with cancer. Okay. She was stage 4. She rung her bell recently. So she had an issue with cancer. So when I called her, I said, okay, listen, when I do things with people, I do it this way. So when I talk to her on the phone, I find out what you need. I find out what her pain was, what was bothering her. See, just because I got pain in my body don't mean that the pain in my body is what I really want to fix. So what I found out with her, she wanted to live. So I sold her on wanting to what? Live. You know, because that was what she needed to, that's what her buying thing was. I want to be here with my family. I want to see my grandkids live. So most people, what we do, we sell them on, oh, you need this. This hurts you. This is going to help you with this. But that's not going to move me to buy. Why? Because that's not something I'm passionate about. But if I find out what you really want, then I give that to you, you're going to what? Buy. Now, the thing is, are you trying to get them to buy? Because once they try the products, they're going to love it. I don't know nobody don't love it. You know, I don't know nobody don't love it. The products are excellent. Most of the time, the issue I run into is the people who just they really can't afford to get it like that. But once they try it, they love it. But we got to get them into the process. And how you do that is it's all about how you present and present them. Because if I build a relationship with you, you become my client for life. It don't matter what I sell. I could be selling tickets or whatever. You're going to buy from me each time because you know, like, and what? Trust me. You already bought from me before, and you see me as an expert. So this is why most time, if you're new at the business, what you do is you're not the expert. What I do with people, they don't sell their family members. I do. So let's say if I brought you into the business, I say, okay, Sylvia, create your list. Okay, Sylvia, you create your list of 25 people. We're going to talk to them. All I want you to do, Sylvia, is introduce me to your daughter, because your daughter see you as her mom. She does not see you as an expert. But what you're going to do, Sylvia, is you're going to make me the expert. So now I'm the person that knows what she's talking about. So guess what happens when I talk to your daughter sees me as the expert and not you. So I'm the person that can help her. And this is how we mostly get transition to get our hot, warm market to buy, because the warm market don't know you in that area. So we always do a 3-party call. So if you have so what you do is you get them on the phone with the expert, and the expert then propositions them. So then it takes the pressure off of you and put it on them. But like I say, a person don't buy, it takes 7 times for them to buy. So some people, I know we want immediate sales, but you're going to burn through a lot of leads and a lot of people doing that. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes, it makes a lot of sense. Thank you. This lady in particular, it's not, I spoke with her, because I talk about my business and she questioned me and stuff like that. So I told my upline about her. He spoke with her. And then it died a natural death. And she keeps on asking me. And I asked the upline, somebody else, to talk to her. The person did. It dies a natural death again. So if she don't really ask me about it, I don't say anything to her because I'm not pushing her. I let the expert deal with it, but she didn't take up.
Okay.
She did not accept, so it's all right. And whenever
It's okay. She might
she's
be
ready,
leading
if
to
she's
another person.
ever going to be ready, then I'll be there. But that's it.
Okay. So sometimes you talk to a lot of people, okay?
Yes, I do.
Sometimes we go through a lot of people. This is not the first business that I work in I have to sell stuff on, okay? I don't like to burn through people because I'm in an area where it's
Excuse
hard
me,
to come
could you
by.
repeat what you said? You don't like what kind of people?
I don't like to go through a whole bunch of people and not get
Okay.
any. Okay? So what I do is this. I build people up. In other words, I never kill a sale. If they don't want to buy now, okay, you're going to buy later. I don't know when later is going to be, but you will buy. You're just not ready now to buy from me. Okay? So what I do is, even though you're not brought anything from me, if something, let's say a new hot product come out, I said, oh, let me call so and so. I'll call them, or I say, hey, I got to tell you about this. You may or may not be interested in this. That's fine. But do you know anybody who is? Most of the time it's them. Most of the time it's not. Why do I do that? What I'm doing is I'm keeping this person in the rotation.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I want them to stay in the rotation? Because eventually you're going to what? Buy. You may invite somebody to a Thursday night call. You may invite them and they never show up. And eventually, do you stop inviting them? No, you don't stop inviting them. You just say, I just want to shoot this text to you to remind you about the Thursday night call tonight if you have a chance to get on. What is that? You're just telling them, you're putting it before them, because anything you put up before a person enough will desensitize them. Once they're desensitized, it's going to disarm them, because right now you just seems like you want something from me, and maybe I don't want to buy that from you because I really can't afford it, or whatever my situation is. I don't know. And it seems like, that's why I say the problem that I have with a person is mainly they can't really afford to get this product at the time, but that's okay. If they can't afford it, I'll ask them, I say, okay, is the problem really that you can't afford this? Let me know, because I have other things that I could do to kind of help you out so you can get this, because I really want you to have this product so it can help you. We need to relieve you of this pain. What am I doing? I'm telling them about their issue, and then I'm wanting to help you with this. Let's see if we can come up with a way which you can afford this. Because a lot of times when a person say no, they say no for a reason. It's not that they don't want the product, but I don't know what's going on in their life, and they may be embarrassed to tell me their situation. So what I have to do is I have to spend time with that individual. I do not throw anyone away, because guess what? They need these products. This product is going to help save their life. And I'm a spiritual person. I believe in God. So I always know, oh, God put you in my life for a reason. And I'm not afraid to talk to a person, because I had one gentleman, he had 3 heart attacks, and he was still living. And I just flat out asked him, I said, what are you doing? I wasn't even trying to sell him on anything with Atomy. I was talking to him about life insurance, because that's why he came to me, because his mother wanted a policy on him because he had 3 heart attacks. I said, what are you doing with your life? I said, do you want to live? I said, you're going to have to change what you're doing. You have to change what I started coaching him. Now, he couldn't afford the products, but his mother doesn't want him to pass away either. So what she tells me, I said, Mom, you got to help him. Now, I have X, Y, and Z that we can get him. We got him on the hemo. We got him on, I put him on a regimen. But he didn't buy the products because he could afford them. His mom brought the products for him. Now I have to make sure he take the products. So what I tell him, I say, okay, when you get your products, call me back in. I want to tell you what your service is going to be, and this and this and this. I build a relationship with him. Relationship buying with people works. Versus me going through just trying to find a yes, That's called traditional sales. Now, I don't have a problem with that. If you want to sell that way, that's great. But I don't want to go through 100 people just to get a yes, when I know what I got is good. So I build a relationship. Now, if you don't buy from me, that's okay. Who do you know? Because I'll say something like, do you know do you agree that this is a great product, right? And a lot of our people need to be informed about this. Who do you know? And I get that person to put me before somebody, because guess what? They might not buy, but I didn't waste my time. I got 3 people I need to talk to from you. We're going to book some people from out of this. You see, I keep going, but I can't focus on whether you want to or not. I'm going to either put you on a rotation. I'm going to put you in a client referral or a business partner list, because everyone is going in one of those 3. As long as I got your phone number, as long as I got your name, as long as I got your email, I can create an email list and email you products saying this is a promotion of the week. And guess what? I'm still marketing to you. Okay. And I don't determine when you buy or anything. And this is and eventually what happens is I get a phone call back about 6 months later. I got a phone call back from a lady, and I had seen her like over a year ago. She said, do you still work with Dr. Joy? Do you still work with this? I said, yes, I do. She said, well, the doctor says X, Y, and Z. She said, what can you do to help me? I said, okay, you still have your membership? Because I signed her up. We went ahead and put her on. She ordered over 100-something products, over $100-something worth of products for me. And then she turned around and she said, I know that this costs something. She said, because you don't just coach for nothing. She said, how much do you charge for your coaching? I said, God told me to tell people to pay me what they think is worth to them. She said, okay, I'm going to send you $120. Do you have Zelle? But she didn't buy nothing from me for a whole year. But what did I do? I did not burn her or throw her away and say, okay, she don't want to buy. No, I kept her in the rotation. She kept my number. I got her contacts. And sometimes you just text somebody and say, hey, I hope you're having a great day. On birthdays, hey, happy birthday. Here's a little free information for you. Just want to let you know I'm thinking about you. Why? Because I want to keep myself before you. Because I want to become that person in your life where if you run into somebody and they have an issue and you know that I do that, you're going to send them my way. Now you're sending me clients. I don't even have to talk to people for you. Why? Because I keep building relationships.
Okay. Well, great. Thank you for sharing. Those were all great, but I'm gonna have to end shortly. So I wanted to answer some of the questions in the chat. But Miss Belinda, I love the information you shared. Great. Building relationship is a must. Building relationship is a must. And yes, that part that you mentioned about keeping people on a list, as I put my people on a list, as long as they're not saying to me, don't reach out to me again, take me off your list, they stay on my list permanently.
Okay, thanks. But this lady is not a good friend, so we are still in touch. She's not a good friend.
She's gonna come around. She will.
She's my friend. We talk every day, so it's okay. I'm waiting on her until she's ready.
And I have people that will come around 4 years later, 2 years later. Hey, are you still selling that? whatever, you know, because I do my water business too. Are you still selling that water, or someone reached out? Are you still doing that heme, or you just never know? You plant the seed and let it germinate.
Yes,
Spirit.
I'm still my friend. We are
And
good
you should be
friends.
sharing. You should, like those videos that I share at times. I'll just
Yes,
keep sharing that.
it's
Yeah, just keep sharing
lovely.
videos. Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Now let's see what's in the chat, because
I think I
Thank
answered some
you.
of the questions in the
oh,
chat,
you did?
Novelette.
Okay. Okay, great.
Yeah. Thanks, Belinda. Long time no see.
Thanks a lot for the advice.
Those were great. I hope people were writing down as she was sharing, because those were great information too.
Exactly. And go and get that book. You know, Novelette told you
Yes,
guys to write that
I'm
book
going to.
last
I'm going to
year.
for sure.
Last year,
I'm
she
going
said,
to.
go get that book.
Yeah,
I
I've been
will.
talking about that book since last year. Yeah. And
Hi,
because
I
it's
had a
not,
question in the chat.
yeah, one moment. It's
Uh,
not necessarily going through 100 people all the time, but it's just to show you. The whole idea of the book is to show you that you're going to speak to a lot of people and you're going to get no, because most people are afraid of no. So many people quit network marketing because they got 5 or 10 no's and they took it to heart. It's not a personal thing. They're not rejecting you. So that book is basically showing you how this whole market works. And if you can get past your no, you can keep going. So it's not necessarily about you having to go get 100 no's to get one yes, but it's really preparing you for the no's, because people are afraid of no's. That's what stops a lot of people from doing this business, because they get rejected once or twice and that's it for them. They're not looking back.
Not going to prevent me
So,
at all.
yeah. So go ahead.
okay, hi, and thank you for sharing all those information. I really love your teachings and your invites in. So my question is to know what is the best time to take vitamins, because there are some of you we can take in empty stomach. There are others we can take with food or before we go to sleep. Because I'm worried if I am mixing up, I am taking them with no time, maybe they are useless in my body. There is anything you can suggest about it?
Maria, you want to take that on?
Okay. Which vitamin are you speaking of in particular?
Talking about those that we are taking every day, like that from hemohim to vitamin C
Well,
to noni to
hemohim, you can, depending on your health and your health goals. Hemohim, you want to take that in the morning. I like to take mine straight. Sometimes I do mix it with a little warm water, not a lot. And I usually like put it under my tongue and let it marinate there for a little bit before I swallow it. I find that that's very effective for me, but you can also take it throughout the day, anytime during the day too with hemohim. You can even take it at night. If you're doing the spirulina, you might want to, it just depends. If you take it in the morning, you're going to get more, if you feel like you need more energy, you're going to get that because it's high protein and it has that vitamin B in there. And it's going to help your metabolism throughout the day. If you take it in the afternoon, it'll be good because it's going to help with digestion and with bloating. Uh, and it's also going to help with fight oxidative stress. If you take it in the evening, it's going to help you to relax and maybe improve your sleep because it has that magnesium in there. And also it's going to be good to help to relax your muscles. So, but if you have a sensitive stomach, you might want to take spirulina with some food. So maybe you could take it at breakfast with some food, if your stomach is sensitive, so you don't want to take it on an empty stomach. Multivitamins, you can take those. I would take those with food. Omega-3, you really could take that anytime, but I like to take it at night. I like to take plant calcium. I like to take that at night.
Yeah, definitely the plant calcium. You take that plant calcium at night, It helps you with your sleep. If you're having problems sleeping, take it at night. It's amazing. My people that have problems sleeping, I have them take it at night and they're like, oh, it's the best sleep ever. And the spirulina, you can put it in some smoothie. Also, as Maria said, take it with food. You can also put it in the smoothie with it if you make that. But it's
And taking Hemohim, they said we needed to drink a lot of water. Do we drink water straight after taking Hemohim, or you can say because I took Hemohim this morning, hour or 2 hours later, I needed to drink a lot of water? How it works?
every supplement that you take, you need water. Most people just swallow and that's it. Guys, water is the transporter. Water is what's going to get it into your cells, into you need the water to dilute it, correct? To break it down and get it into your cells. So don't just swallow it down with water and that's it. It's best to always, first of all, it's always best to have lots of warm water in the morning. It opens up your system, it flushes, it empties your colon, it gets everything working. It helps to lower the blood pressure, it helps your heart, it helps your entire body. But drink lots of water after you take your supplement, because most individuals take their supplement and pee it right out because it never got absorbed into your system. Because if you're just swallowing it with the water and you go on for your day and 2, 3, 4 hours later you're drinking more water, you're just, you know what they said at the municipality? I have a friend that works there. The amount of supplement that comes through the system, people are just taking them and they're going right through the body. They're not breaking down. Ours are made to be absorbed into the body because it's plant-based. But if you're not putting water in, it'll come right out just the same. A lot of people go to the bathroom after they take their supplement and their urine is bright yellow. You're just peeing it out. If you drink enough water, it will be absorbed into your system. Drink a couple of glasses of water and drink that warm water. It's gonna, because when you warm the water, it reduces the size of the molecules so it can get into your cells, because tap and bottled water have large molecules and your cells have small opening. So that's why you warm the water to make your tea, so the smaller molecules can go in the tea bag and pull that property out. That's the reason why you warm the water too. It's going to get right into your cells. So every supplement needs lots and lots and lots of water. I'll take my Hemohim, my vitamin C. I take them together in the morning and whatever else I'm taking. I'll drink my whole entire bottle of water, and about 5-10 minutes later, I'm drinking more again. And another 15 minutes to half an hour, I'm getting in a good amount of water in me before I go out walking, because I want to make sure when I go to the bathroom, I'm not peeing out my supplements. So guys, we got to put in a lot more water.
Thank you very much. I appreciate.
Yeah. All right, it's 11:25. If there's nothing else, is there anything else in the chat, Maria, that we missed?
Oh, let me see. Hold on. Someone wanted to know about the women's cleanser. That's the Adam cleanser. That's the name of it.
Let me put it up here.
And go for the Noah audiobook. I see CJ put that in there.
Yeah, I had it on the screen, so I hope you guys took a photo of it. I actually went and screenshot it and put it up.
Yeah, the Gmail, you know.
We don't know.
Hey, it's right now it's indefinite.
Yeah. And guys, don't panic. We've been here. Your people will get the results just the same without those products. Before we had all those products that the young lady asked about, I was only using, and I still only use Hemohim with my clients that have high blood pressure or high blood sugar, and it takes it down in no time. I never ever really send my people over there to buy the products. Rarely.
Right.
Still get the results. I don't offer a ton of products to my people because I know Hemohim will do the job. I had a lady, her blood sugar was like at 400. And a customer of mine, it was her cousin, bought the 4-pack of Hemoheme, and she kept 2 for herself and gave 2 to the cousin. In a matter of days, the blood sugar came down just from taking the Hemoheme. So guys, don't panic that you no longer have that mole. Hemoheme does the job. It really does. Here goes the cleanser. So it's, you know, they're great products over there, but your people with high blood sugar, your people with high blood pressure, Hemoheme does it in no time.
Nevertheless, pull up the psyllium husk. Someone asked about that.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
And as far as the spirulina, just take the 2. You don't need to take more than 2 a day.
Oh, the psyllium husk. This is a great one too to move the colon.
And what Neverlet was saying about the water, she said it last week, week before last, that, you know, no matter what you're taking, you got to take it with water. And especially with the psyllium husk here, you need to take water with that, because remember what she said about the feces caking up along the walls of the colon and how that it can be so dry in there. That's one reason why stuff doesn't move and you get constipated. And that can lead to all kinds of things happening, diverticulosis, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Bowel obstruction and all of that. So you got to drink your water.
Yeah. And for the elderly, do you know that constipation is the #1 cause for the paramedics? I have a friend that's a paramedic, and he said it is so sad. Most of the time, they're going in the house and they're on the toilet. As Maria said, some people have a heart attack because they're straining so hard. Some of them, they pop things on the inside. So I was actually shocked when he said that. He said every single day, hundreds of calls that they'll get as paramedics, and it's all from constipation, majority for the elderly. So guys, we have to drink more water, because when you're not putting in enough water, our body runs on water. The air that we breathe, what comes right behind it? Water. This body was, okay, let's put it this way. Our car runs on gasoline. If it runs on gasoline, the car is not moving.
Excuse me, can we see the name again, please, of this product?
Yeah. It's
Thank you.
Thing for our body. It runs on water. All these health challenges that people are having, guys, go buy this book. You're not sick, you're thirsty. You would be shocked at what this doctor used water to cure. Everything leads back to water. If you are hydrated, it's highly unlikely that you're going to have any of these health challenges that we come down with, because we become dehydrated, then we become loaded with toxin, then the inflammation comes in, then we start having heart problems, we start having diabetes, we start having high blood pressure, because when you're dehydrated, your blood thickens up and it is moving so slow, your poor heart is now pumping 2, 3, 4 times what it's supposed to pump to move that thick blood through. And that's why when you drink warm water in the morning, the high blood pressure goes away. But all these major health challenges that we're dealing with, vision problem, all diet, comes from dehydration. You start drinking a lot of water, you'll see the bulging disc, the knee problem, all those things start going away.
Feminine issues.
Yes. Buy the book. You're thirsty. Go ahead.
So to fight constipation, we should use both Atomy psyllium husk with Hemoheme, both of them?
This is not really for constipation. This is just to clean your colon.
Okay.
Most constipation comes from dehydration, lack of water. Because if there's no fluid in your colon, your feces are going to be dry. And if it's dry, it can't move through the colon. We need, guys, do the water test in the morning, and you're going to realize you're going to the bathroom. You're emptying the colon because there's water. If you drink enough warm water, you go straight to the bathroom. You will literally empty your colon out. Do the test and see. Anyway, I have people coming by, so I gotta go get myself together. Tomorrow.
You just have one more question. Can you pull up the probiotics packets?
Okay.
Someone says, "Good morning, Atomy team. The probiotics packet. Do you take it from the packet or mix it with water?"
Oh, I take it from the packet because I love the taste of the probiotic. I just put it in my mouth because it's blueberries, it's berries, and the fine zyme. Probiotic.
I love fine zyme. That's no way. Did they bring fine zyme back to us?
No, it's over there too.
Oh boy, that's the thing.
Yeah, the fine zyme tastes great because it's pineapple, but this tastes great. I just put it in my mouth and then I wash it down with water.
Okay, there you go. Me too.
What is it for? What this product is for, please?
It is to balance the microbiome in your stomach, and it's to make sure that the lining of your stomach, it keeps it healthy.
Yes.
It keeps it healthy so you won't get a leaky gut, so that you won't get perforation or holes in your stomach. So it really balances the inside of the stomach, keep it healthy so that everything, all of the processes that need to take place, take place.
Yeah. We're supposed to have good probiotics in our guts, but from what we eat and the buildup of feces and all of that, we kill all that. So as you take this, it's going to rebuild, just like Maria said, it's going to build everything back up that's supposed to be in the gut and make it functioning at amples where it's supposed to be. Because a lot of people, I think they said 80% of Americans have gut health problems. And it comes from poor digestion, because also if you're not put it in water, you're going to have a digestive health problem. So in every area of your body, you need water. And then if you're not drinking water, you're not emptying out the colon, and the list goes on and on and on. Everything leads back to water, guys. So anyway, so that's it for her. I really have to go. It's 11:34, so.
Thank you so much for your time and your expertise.
And thank you, Miss Belinda. Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Belinda. That was awesome.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
And we love when people come forward and share like that.
Yes.
Love it. See you tomorrow then.
Okay. Thank you guys very much. Have a wonderful rest of the day.
Yeah, Maria does the skincare tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow is Thursday. That's right.
Yes, you're on tomorrow.
Yeah, so I'll be doing skincare, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, looking forward to it, Miss Maria.
Thank you, guys. Goodbye. Bye.
I love that.
See you all tomorrow.
I think I'm going to talk about how to do your skincare party again tomorrow. We'll be talking about that.
Oh, yeah.